Well, we are live. So, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Dream Team. And hello, our beautiful Nick. How are you?
Hi Marie, hello everyone. Especially if you're joining us today. It's sort of, I feel like the night before when you open up you get to open up a gift before
Yeah.
like Christmas time, and it helps alleviate that uber excitement. That's how I'm feeling now. Is that we're opening up little gifts as a lead up to us really taking everything in. So yeah, I'm in a good space.
Yeah,
So
you look
sorting
it.
that out.
Your energy looks amazing. So,
Yeah.
and how's everyone else? Let us know. Love, thank you for all the dreams that have come through and the experiences. And just, yeah, let us know in the comments, because often just one experience or one comment that people put up can really help to trigger and activate others. And this is what I love about this beautiful family here. So yeah, so welcome. So yeah, I'm the same. I was just telling Nick, we were doing some beautiful energy work with my friend and I, and we went for, she lives right near the beach, so we went for a swim afterwards. And this year I just hadn't seen any stingers. There was no sea lice, and yet the water's around 26 degrees, which is really unusual. And it felt slippery. It was just like this magic. It was absolutely beautiful. So, I had the most beautiful afternoon. And yes. So Nick, you're saying the same thing about your magnesium pool.
Yeah, it always feels slippery because of all the magnesium in it. But I did say to Marie that, and sometimes I think, my God, what will people think of me if I tell them this? But I was swimming and I was just in total state of bliss, just enjoying this, going, this is just perfect, this is wonderful, thank you. And then my hands morphed into the flippers of a turtle, and I could even see the colour on my flipper.
Yeah. Your skin, your flipper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The beautiful greens and different blues and silvers on it, and then I was just like back to normal again. I thought, wow.
Yes. Well, we are shapeshifters, and we are with that sort of connection when we're actually saying those words, with the undines and the consciousness of water. It's so powerful. And I really do. I always connect in with the undines and just love and gratitude to the water, whether it's a swimming pool, whether I'm in the shower, whether I'm drinking water, ocean, it doesn't matter. And I felt yesterday, I actually forgot this, I felt this whole undine consciousness just come through to me. And I went, oh, this is what I love. So, yeah, it's fascinating. So I don't know if anyone else does that, if they actually bless the water and thank the water. But I do it to all water, because that includes me as well. Even though a lot of us, it's plasma, which is sort of the same consciousness, I think, as what the water is anyway. So, yeah, I'd love to hear how people have been and what's been happening. So, we've got lots of people on. We've got Marie on, we've got Kylie on, we've got Sherry on, Kim's on,
Hi, everyone.
and everyone's on. And Laurie's sent us a dream, as well as who else has sent us a dream? Gillian, that's awesome. So yeah, and Tony sent us through a dream from her daughter, which is nice. So, and this is why I popped up, as the heading, just as a little bit of a maybe initiator. What other realms do we visit in our dream state that we could visit consciously? And so, Nick, I love that you've started with that. You feeling like you morphed into that turtle
Yeah,
flippers, because in a way that is morphing into another consciousness.
true. And being under the water as well while you're doing it, um,
Mm.
you tune out for a minute from the other world, and it's like stepping into that dreamlike state, and then you come back out into it again. So that was probably a really good example of it, where you see things appear, or you feel it, what it was like again to be in that state.
Yeah.
Yes, and I've just been watching, and it's funny because I haven't watched anything really on all of those live or those streamed programs for 5 years. I just went completely, no, I've got to trust my intuition. I don't need any distraction, especially movies and things like that. I just want to be on my path. And so lately, because we've had so many visitors, they've been going, oh, Nick, it sounds like we've just been watching this show and you really need to watch it. Not because I need to learn from it, but because it's exactly what I've been telling them or saying, or information I've been getting as downloads. And anyway, one of the shows is called Dark Matter, and it's about somebody who literally steps into different realities, and he gets to choose different realities. He takes some sort of a drug to induce that state, and the thing is, the reality is actually real for that person, and they're trying to find their way back to their original reality. And I thought, wow, they really are telling us now in movies, aren't they, of what we're experiencing? Because how does your mind get a grip on that unless it's ready, it's expanded enough? Yes, so people weren't ready before. Now they're ready to listen and see, and the movies help. You know, the documentaries or whatever it is they're watching help.
Subconsciously, they absolutely do. You know, I'd be interested to know if that was on Netflix, because I do know that that's been taken over by the
Apple
by
TV. It was Apple TV.
Okay, so I don't know about Apple, but
no, but I feel like it's got the right messages behind it for sure.
That's it, you know, and you can just notice that subtlety, can't you? The change in the energy that's coming through. So, I mean, it's great that they can use different mediums for people to actually start to trigger something differently and to break through indoctrination and all the subliminal messages that have come through. So, you know, whether it's through music or other movies beforehand. So, yes, interesting, isn't it? I love that.
Have you got any examples, Marie?
For me, consciousness, probably a lot around water, definitely, or just even when I'm just contemplating, I can feel like I'm somewhere. So, you know, okay, for example, when we did that dragon meditation, I knew I was there. I could feel it. And I had the most incredible dream 2 nights ago, and I knew I was there in my dream state. It was definitely an awake, sort of lucid dream. And there were these ice pods, and they had little like roots and things within them, and there'd obviously been someone in it. And I was searching for these people that had almost been, they were sort of had been slaves or kept, you know, like in the unknown. And I was trying to find them, but I had to do it surreptitiously, and I kept finding these ice pods, and I think I found a few. And I realized, I went, oh, this is us going through our actual change. And I consciously could feel it all and see it all and be there. And so I know even for me now, there's more awakening. The ice is melting, and, you know, the water, the emotional aspect of that is really starting to come through on an awake level. So that is something that I really noticed and remembered.
Yeah. And I think that's going to be different for all of us. We have a unique skill set that we bring to this lifetime with us from all the past incarnations. And I think, you know, we all carry something unique. And lately, the sort of thing that's coming through for me, I've had a couple of visual dreams, but nothing, just snippets of things. But the thing that's really coming clear for me now is colour. Colour seems to be this big impact. So I'm seeing it's not just one solid colour, it's colours that are blending. And I know it's carrying energy, and that energy is something I have to carry when I wake up. I know I'm carrying that energy from that experience into this realm. And I like to share that when I do. I like to be around people. You know, I'll sometimes get in the car and just go somewhere where I know there's people just to share it.
And, you know, the fact that you're doing so much beautiful painting and colour therapy and work, I really feel this is, you know, an exacerbation for you to bring that.
Yeah, I never thought about that. How funny, of course.
And talking of colour, it was so funny because, again, yesterday I was going, I've got the show tomorrow morning. Yeah, could do a few things. And I went, Nick and I are going to have the same colours on again. I had no idea what colour, what I would put on. And so we get on and I'm going, look, Nick, because last week it was bright pink. And this week it's that aqua, you know, subtle blue.
Exactly.
I just knew. And this is the other thing I love is I'm getting a warning before a synchronicity happens. It's like I know before it happens. Well in advance. And so there's not as many trip ups for us now. It's almost like I get a warning. Before I used to get, okay, don't do this, do it that way. Okay, but now I'm getting a warning that that's going to happen. And so you've already almost done it in our consciousness before we even get to that situation.
So true. I mean, I definitely got the heads up about the blue. And I said to Marie, I also got, so the blue was to wear blue, but I was inclined to do it anyway. So it was just a confirmation. And of course, it took me a while because Marie was the one that pointed it out. I didn't even notice because I'm sort of like, I'm past the point of like the synchronicities are just to me just coming thick and fast. And I just expect them
normal.
Now. Yeah.
So normal. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Ladies in blue. Yep. So there must be something going on today. I would say I'm getting it's around, because this isn't just the deep blue. I feel the causal chakra, which is where we connect into other, oh, here it goes, where we connect into other realms and into elemental being realms or wherever it is. So I feel this is probably why we're wearing it, because of the experiences people are talking about. So there's never a, it's never just a coincidence. Okay. There's always something more.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
yeah. So, wow. Well, should we start on the dreams? Because there's quite a few of them. So let's get started. I love this. So Sherry's up first. Hi, Sherry.
Oh, hi, Sherry. So years ago, I had a dream which pertains to the topic today. There are 5 different spaces I visited in dream state. First was in almost like a stadium, but massive. It was all lit up in some form of light energy, and it was a thriving and advanced community. The second space was very lush, and everything was much larger than we know today. Strawberries were huge, people were tall, lovely skin. Another was a crystal village with waterfalls and tropical trees, jaguars walking around, etc. I can't vividly recall the last 2 places, and my old dream book is lost. Just thought I'd share.
That
Thank
is
you.
so beautiful. And you know what I love about this as well, Sherry, is that even bringing it back into your memory now so that you focus on it, and a really beautiful, the descriptions are beautiful. They're very lush, they're very beautiful, they're very high frequency, high energy, expanded consciousness type situations that I feel you're experiencing. And that's bringing that reality back into this realm now where we are, so that we can actually have more of that and bring it into where we are now in this, on this earth plane. So this is why I feel it's so important what we do here. I don't care how many people watch this. To me, the people that are on here have that ability of creation. So I love, love, love that you shared that. Thank you. Yeah, Nick, what did you get from this beautiful dream?
Well, you're right. Yeah, well, you're right. It's got a high vibe to it, and that's co-creation is so important now. We're working on. We went past the part of being silos, and now we're working together. And yeah, we're forming small groups. And people are saying to me out there in the world, like, oh, isn't it amazing how we're drawn to each other, and people that have never met someone else before. And I'm thinking, yeah, this is exactly why, because we're meant to be sparking each other to carry that out. Yeah, and even right at the very beginning, that massive stadium, I was just thinking, that's where we come together with many different people. That's that co-creation thing again, isn't it? And sharing, it's like teamwork. Come on, team, let's do it, on a massive scale, a scale we've never even thought was possible.
Oh, my God. I just pulled a card as you were talking, and we got the Ace of Swords. This is so truth. This is truth, and this is part of the plan, because that's what swords are about. It's about the planning and the mental plane. So this is why sometimes we think, oh, this is, just a little get-together show. I feel there's more than that going on with this. I really do. I feel there's more that's being just projected out and just, rippling through. So yeah, and it was interesting because the card that flipped out as I went to shuffle, which doesn't happen very often, and it was Justice. And again, look at that sword there. So we've got the 2 swords and the Justice, and the scales, and it's almost like bringing balance back in, bringing justice back into our realm that we're experiencing here in this physical body. That's just what I'm getting. So,
and the scales are different now. The scales aren't what they used to be, which was just, oh, it has to be good, it has to be bad, it has to be good, it has to be bad. There's a whole new set of scales that have come in, and the scales are elevated up to a whole new level, which is, there's not the pain suffering aspect of it. It's still having experiences, but not in that same emotional way. So yeah, if you're ready, you can step into that new being. It's there for us.
And look, this is what's really standing out to me, because when I look at cards, I'll often look at what's showing up. The white shoe, the white foot, it's like light. It's like this being is just full of light, and all you can see it through is like, and around the top there near the heart. So you can see that white part too. So things change. Like, for me, I use my intuition. I just love the cards because they give us a visual that we can then, talk about. So I feel that the lightness consciousness that's coming in, And as we realize that it's who we are truly anyway, and really connecting to grid lines, I've been getting the hit connecting to our Earth's energetic grid lines. Oh, and you can feel it through my feet. I've been doing these hydrogen peroxide foot baths before I go to bed a couple of times a week, and the difference, it's just amazing. And I really feel it, and I feel the connection more clearly. So yeah, and I did read about salt, putting like sea salt, Celtic sea salt or Himalayan salt, like on a towel, like a centimetre or so, and standing on it for 10 minutes. And apparently that can really help us to clear and connect in to the earth. Sometimes these rituals, if you want to call them a ritual, they're beautiful because they're about intentionally connecting.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
that's
exactly. It's funny about the salt. That's been coming up a lot for me lately too, the salt.
Interesting,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I've been doing it etherically when I go to bed, having
I
the
love
salt in my bed.
See,
Yeah,
we can do that as well. I guess we don't have to do it physically. So if you have, just stand even where you're grounded and have the intention and picture the frequency of that salt under your feet.
correct.
So that's a great reminder. Thank you. Because often it can be hard, to get everything done, especially just before bed. It's like, oh, I've forgotten to do it. Well, you can do it ethically.
Well, yeah, and I think that's part of it. Is as that light comes in, we still have to let go of anything that. It's not just about surrendering. It's actually like physically letting go of things, and that's where I got the yellow coming in. And when I got the yellow, I straight away pulled this card.
Oh wow!
And that's that cleansing again, and that's the lemon. And it's not just it's cleansing on many levels, but it's clearing a space. It might be the environment, it might be a situation, it may be just your thinking even that's being cleared. And then I pulled another one, which is the Palo Santo, which is all about clearing space.
It's beautiful. I love that. I actually have some right here. I'll show people what it looks like if you don't know.
It reminds me of a magic wand. Yeah.
Yeah. Smells amazing. So I love it. I just put this everywhere. It's really beautiful. My friend got me onto that, and it's just so lovely. So there's so many ways, isn't there, for us to do this.
And surprising. Go on, sorry, Marie.
Sorry, and the lemon reminds me some of the work that Carly and I were doing. It's around the feeling vortex, which is, of course, that solar plexus area, which is the yellow. And we can have really big cords that are stuck because we've just taken on stuff and haven't cleared. So just a reminder to just keep clearing that feeling vortex, which sits around the umbilical space. And just what I do is I just touch it, I twist it to open it and release cords. And sometimes you can feel and see the cord coming through, and you can just cut them. I close it down a little, and then I bring white light in through it. So that's a really nice way, and that can really shift anything going on physically in that abdominal area, the bladder, as Carly found out. So it's really powerful, and I think it's a reminder for us all. So with that lemon card, I really love that there's so many different ways of looking at that.
Yeah, and exactly. And for me, just thinking of that colour is enough. Sending that colour through that area would be enough for me. Yes. But it's interesting how this is actually also about physical clearing. So if there are things in your house or in your environment that are just weighing you down and causing you to loop, get rid of them. And this is the week to do it. It seems to be, because this week alone, and it's so true, I thought, we sold a car, we sold a bicycle, we sold a mower, and I gave away like a portable air conditioning unit, because I always like to keep the balance right with things like that. And I just thought, these are things that have been for sale for a year, and they've just gone bang, 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 bang.
It's funny, isn't it?
2 or 3 days, yeah.
Well, it was a massive full moon, and I know I don't get too much into astrology, but I did feel the energy from that moon, and a lot of people, like my brother's also clearing out heaps of stuff. We were talking about that on Sunday, and it was like, oh, yeah, okay. So it'd be interesting to see if other people have noticed. And like you say, it doesn't have to be physical things as well. It can be like our belief systems, or as Kylie went through, and it was a really big shift. Is it energetic cords that we've had sort of caught up in our solar plexus area? So just something to keep in mind. So it's a great opportunity, a great time to do that. Yeah.
I cleared physically.
And this can happen, just constantly. All of a sudden you go, I can't believe I can pee so much. It's true. And it's a real clearing, and it can come through physically, especially after you've done an energetic shift.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very true, actually.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, this is so interesting.
So Palo Santo is sacred and has unique trait. It must fall naturally and lay dormant for 8 years on the forest floor to produce the highest quality resins. Wow, it protects them from being mass harvested in a way.
I'm sure there's more coming. That is so interesting. I did not know that about it. So, yeah, which is fascinating. But yeah, there's definitely something in it as well that you can actually feel frequency wise.
Yeah.
So, and Kathy's on. Hi, Kathy. So, yeah, wow. So, I mean, so all of this has come from that beautiful dreams that, you know, that were recorded by Sherry, and we've just shared. So maybe now this will help us to actually dream into fruition and creation what world we actually want to experience and live in. I know I love lush. This is why I live in a place like Queensland where I live. I love lush. I don't like being in areas that are arid and dry for 6 months of the year, and it just doesn't fill my soul. So, you know, I created this. I knew when I was probably 10 years of age I was going to live in Queensland, and I lived literally 2 days travel away on the bottom end of the other side of Australia, and I'd never been here, and I just knew, and I love it. It just nurtures me. So we create what it is that we want to truly experience. So
Yeah.
I love
And
it.
for those people that don't live in those places and would like to live in something, I mean, I do feel that things will change anyway as our Earth plane starts to shift a little bit back to more of a natural way of being, which means you don't have dry, arid places where no one lives, you know, there's no energy there. But if you're in that situation now and you think, well, what can I do? Simply just putting it into your imagination. And even if you have to get pictures and just start gazing at beautiful pictures and getting lost, like you once, you know, I remember children, and I'm old enough to know when we had LP records, you'd stare at the picture on the outside of the record while you're listening to the record, and you would get lost in that picture. It's no different. Just put yourself in that situation, and then if you have that intention, you might get that in your dream. But now I feel we're moving into a state where we can daydream more regularly and it has more meaning because we're really in control of it. So, yeah, and then you just keep putting it out there. You know, it's like where I live, the same thing. I dreamt this into my reality. I created it.
Yep, absolutely. So, we've got Jade on too. Hi, Jade.
Oh, okay.
And it's true. It's interesting because as a child, I used to do this all the time, and I created so much of my beautiful life, you know, from about 20, 30 years ago as a child. And I remember we used to have this magazine. Mum used to buy a thing called the Woman's Weekly, and it would have like full-page colour ads for Queensland. And it would be beautiful one day, perfect the next. And it had palm trees, and we didn't have any of that stuff. It was so cold where I grew up. And I was going, I'm going to live there. I just know I'm going to live there. And then I read a book called The Coolangatta Gold when I was probably about 12. And I went, I'm going to live in Coolangatta. Sure enough, all of this came true. And it was often through serendipity or whatever that it happened. So you don't, and I didn't put any money cost onto it. This is the other thing. I just knew it was going to happen. Didn't matter how it happened. Didn't matter when or how. I just knew and let it go.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the secret to it. So yeah. So thank you so much, Sherry, for sharing that. It's so beautiful. And Gillian shared something too. Let's have a look.
I had a similar dream with the stadium. Oh, everyone was full of joy. A Mexican wave went across the whole stadium, and when it was about to hit me, I was scared that I would get it wrong. When the wave came to me, everyone rode it beautifully, and there were people scattered around me in high vibe that's lit it up so I could see them when I needed to.
Oh, that's awesome. So they're in high vis. So this is so interesting. I can so see this as a metaphor for life as well and different people. And I love how Nick's already said the stadium, I feel, represents all of us and our consciousness and how we're working together, even if we're not together physically. It does not matter. And the Mexican wave, oh my gosh, I've been in like London and places like that where we've done these huge Mexican waves, or when they had I went to the Olympics, we did them as well, that were in Sydney years ago. And it was just the most amazing feeling. I really get it, Gillian. I was sitting there going, oh, am I going to get this wrong? Am I going to be out of sync? But as soon as the wave hits you, you just know this is my moment, and down you go again. It's so fun and it's so beautiful. I really get that. I love, though, that you've written in there that you had people scattered around in high visibility that lit up so you could see them when I needed to. And I feel in life this happens. It's like little earth angels just turn up sometimes when we need them, and you go, oh, that makes it so much easier. I know which way to go now. Oh, I know which decision to make. I've been contemplating and I felt that might have been it. Someone out of the blue randomly could just say one sentence to you. There's the high vis. It's or nature. Oh my gosh. Yesterday when I was at Kylie's place, this butcher bird. Now, butcher birds are one of my favorites because they're just beautiful. And if you throw them some food, they do twirls and things to catch them. They're really acrobatic. And I had butcher birds that would come to me when I lived on Mount Tamborine. They're only about that big. They're sort of black with some grey and white on them. They're quite distinct though. And this butcher bird, for 2 years, I'd just feed him some tofu or whatever bit of protein. 2 years, he didn't say a word. And then one day my beautiful friend was up there. It was the most stunning day. I had trees everywhere. And we'd been talking about fifth dimensional energy and how this was like way back in 2011 and how we're actually moving into that frequency. The next minute, this butcher bird opened its beak and it sang like nothing I've ever heard before. And we were looking at each other and then watching, and the trees started shimmering. We went into other dimensions. The frequency was incredible, and it sang for 5 minutes nonstop. And then it flew away, and I never heard it sing again. So it took us into that dimension, into that frequency. And this beautiful butcher bird was doing that at Kylie's yesterday. She's just moved in there, hasn't fed it, and it comes and sits on her chalice, and it was giving her a message and helping to break up energy. And then it was after that this big energetic shift happened with the work we did. It was so perfect. So I feel nature is such a little earth angel for us all if we are aware.
Oh, totally. And I waited until I pulled that clearing card this morning after I got yellow, and I thought, well, I'll be guided to pick the right card. And so when I pulled it, my signal was a bird. The bird started singing. And I thought, oh, well, that's my signal. So you're right. It's about just cluing in with them. And, you know, Marie, I mean, if you've ever heard a butcher bird sing, their song is so gorgeous. It's just delightful.
I recorded it. Yeah.
Oh, so delightful. But
it's so delightful.
I got with that bird you're talking about and the one with Kylie as well. These are more than fifth dimensional beings, I actually feel. They can come now into the presence of our reality because we're up in a higher frequency. Before it was too dense. So I feel they're actually higher dimensional beings stepping into the body of a bird and sharing some sort of frequency upgrade.
Absolutely. And like you say, it can be any dimension. It's like they have a connection. I just found an old recording back from 2019 of a butcher bird. Let's see if I can get it up. There's a few there. Yeah. So I don't know, but and it's different every time as well, but it's just got something magical to it.
Yeah, they do.
So yeah, it's amazing. So for me and nature, and like, you know, we were talking about the dragons and dragonflies and how, again, there was this synchronicity with at the same time, 2 dragonflies, 40 minutes from each other, were doing like similar things between Kylie and I. It's crazy stuff, but it's fabulous.
Yeah.
So I love it. But yeah, so thank you for confirming that as well, Gillian. That's really lovely. Was there anything else you wanted to say about that, Nick, about the beautiful Mexican wave and the stadium?
Just the wave. Remember, waves are water and emotions and energy. And also what I love about, and yeah, sometimes we're up, we're down. It doesn't actually mean good, bad again. It's just that riding. It's that, you know, where we expand and we contract and we reflect, and then we go out and then we experience it and we put it out there and we contract. That's how I see the wave movement in that stadium concept. But also when you wave at someone, that's why I love getting on and waving. It's a sign of friendship, isn't it? It's a greeting of love and kindness.
I see you. Yeah, I see you.
Yeah, and look what we're using. We're using our hands, and that we know
Yeah.
how much energy comes off our fingers and our hands. We know that all the mudras, and it's, so what dreams with waving in them is just fantastic. It's a good sign for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. So, does anyone know why it's called a Mexican wave? I've never actually looked that up. So, if anyone knows why they call those waves through the stadium a Mexican wave, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what that was, where it's come from.
Yeah.
So, but I also love the fact that I feel probably every single person in that stadium is probably feeling, oh, I hope I get this right, because we're changing. We're changing from sitting to standing to sitting, and change. Look, when we wave, there's 5, which is change.
Yeah.
And there's always a little bit of apprehension with change, right? It's, oh, am I going to do this right? Is this going to work? So I think that's great metaphors for, for us as in this human body. So yeah, which is incredible. Oh yes, so it does. It's so otherworldly.
And I've just had 2 birds fly in. They're called gerygons, and they've got this big yellow breast on them. So they're just sitting there staring at me.
Wow, that's so cool. I've never seen one of those, I don't think. Is there any way you can turn your camera?
I can try and turn it, yeah. They're on a pot that's sitting outside. Let's see what it is. There it is.
Oh, wow.
Now, I don't know if it'll go in.
Yeah.
They're right on the edge of the pot. There they just
there it is. Just flew down.
And then there's one still sitting there. He's just turned
that's
around.
So gorgeous. Oh, look at your gorgeous surroundings. I'm going to have to come down and visit you one day.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. So I mean, I love it. And it's so interesting because I have really been asking for messages from nature because it's so beautiful. Even looking at the trees and feeling the trees consciousness, even if I'm driving, it's like, that real connection. So, because I've often thought, once I've decided to leave this sort of physical outfit, what would I miss about Earth? And it's funny because I'm such a friends and people person, but it's not that, because I know at some level, I know that we don't die and I'm always going to see them. It was Earth's actual physical beauty. It's nature.
Yeah.
That's my true love, is that a passion for this Earth with her nature. She's so beautiful. So, yeah. All right. Now, Tony's daughter's dream.
Okay. So Tony says, my daughter Tori had a dream that her and I went through this portal, and it was a higher timeline. We were over there doing stuff. She couldn't remember the details, but felt like we were so happy and felt a higher vibration. We had gone back through the portal and we were driving, and my husband texted and said, you guys are always over there now.
Wow, that's so cool. And again, I love that we're all choosing these high frequencies, high vibration, more lush experiences that bring through happiness and joy. So, and this is why now, to me, when people say, what's your life purpose? Joy. That's it. And whatever it is that brings that or is that or expresses that, that's perfect. Yeah. So I love that you said that it was that it just felt happy. She couldn't remember what the details were, but it doesn't matter because it felt like you were so happy, which is so beautiful. So thanks for sharing that, Tony. That's so cool.
And that I love that last message off the phone. Sorry, what was it when he said that they're always over there now?
Yeah. You guys are always over there now. Yeah. And this is it. People can feel it and see it within us when we've tapped into something. It's like, once you found it, why would you let it go if it's actually helping and bring through more joy and happiness and connection? Yeah. So we probably are connected into so many of these different places. And we live in this matrix, and so we can create it and make it whatever it is we want to do. It's that simple. Yeah.
And we've been doing this work for a while to get to this point now, all the healing and all of that's been going on, and it still is. It's now a case of, yes, we get to see that this is all worth it. And believe it or not, and I said to Marie, I'll probably show it later in the show, only because I thought you might do a meditation, but it's funny how we look at this card here. I pulled this card. It was what I call the wild card.
Yeah.
And it's about the cellular activation, the gateway. activation. And you look at the card, that is a portal. And the
That is
card
so
is all about stepping through into that high vibrational portal that we can come into now because we're being guided towards it. And really blew me away because I just sort of thought that's what they call the manifestation vortex. That's because we step in and we create that reality. We can easily step back out of it again and just be told what reality we're going to be in and play that game, or done enough healing now to really stay. Well, and that card you pulled with the little white foot, the shoe coming out,
justice.
That to me was actually about this card. Well, it's the grasshopper card about taking that leap of faith, jumping forward, stepping forward, and allowing it. Just do it. Just why not? Just try it. Just drop.
Well, we've got nothing to lose anymore. Nothing. And with the other card, can you just read what was on the bottom with your
the Stellar Gateway activation?
Yes,
that one. It says infinite potential manifestation vortex.
I love it. That's so perfect. Yeah, and so we can ask for that. We can ask for the highest potential gateway for us to experience other realms and other consciousness and other planes of existence. We can have that intention, and if we do that maybe before we go to sleep as well, that could be a good little plaything that we do this week and just see what comes through for us. You might find that a few dreams actually help us to do some clearing first, because we might have tapped into something that we actually need to clear from those realms, from other lifetimes or other experiences or through lineage, whatever. Be really interesting, actually, if we do that, to see what happens. So I'm going to do that before I go to sleep.
That Stellar Gateway, it's the highest of the highest. That's a direct connection to source, and so it's sort of like, oh, we're allowed to go there now. We can go there, and that's the pyramid's representative of our strength. We're our own portal to get back to our own strength, and that's signifying it.
It's so interesting because when you said that, I had an image, a vision, and the portal actually comes back to us. So it's actually within us anyway, but it's like we have to experience. This is why we're physical. We have to experience those moments or whatever. Oh, it's actually us. There's that consciousness. Everything, source is within us. And we can just open up to more of it. Because it's not a physical cap. It's not the pyramids were built and the portals were built there as a reminder, sure, and they had energetic strength. But the reality is, we are the portal. It's an etheric thing. Yeah. That card just came up. I shuffled and split, and so the Ace of Cups is the most beautiful feeling of emotional fulfillment. And to me, I always see this as well. Look at the white hand coming through. It's spirit. It's us. That's our source helping us to be fulfilled with that. So I love that. It's so cool. So you can't make that stuff up, because I just bring up
you can't. And why would you? Why would you? I mean, the point is just live it and be it.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so Angel Laurie sent through something a little bit different, but it's great because it's through other realms or other astral experiences that she had. Now, I've had to change some of the words, Angel Laurie, and I didn't put it all up. I will read the last bit of it once Nick's read through it. So, Nick, some of the words, the W words, just spell them out. I've got W ... and also there's a couple there because there's one I've left in there, so don't say it, because that YouTube get real cranky. So
and if I will say it as the word where.
Okay.
So last night I was set for W.A.R in the astral realm, and here in this 3D in my spiritual armor. I called on Archangel Michael and Kali Ma, but I called her Mama Kali to assist me to cleanse. I literally sealed my spirit in my armor and had my crystal text sword ready. I wanted to go and slay. I am the dog of W, and I wanted to be unleashed, but Source had other plans for me instead. They had me to ground into this plane of existence, and instead of releasing me on all the demons I wanted to feast upon, and slay.
SLAY, yeah.
Instead, they had me chasing love all night, and even had Thor in it with me, grounding me.
Mm.
I woke up and Thor was sleeping on both my slippers, and I had lit a white candle last night, so the clearing and purity apparently worked. What W dot I want to SLAY, as many demons and those who invite them into the partnership for fame and power into their vessels. I want to do my part and clear the earth realm so others can experience a more balanced journey. Instead, God said this to me: be the love that I created you to be. Being the love you were created to be means embracing your identity as a creation of God, designed to reflect divine love, grace, and purpose. It involves moving beyond societal expectations, nurturing your unique God-given self, and extending that unconditional love to others. Divine purpose: you were created in God's image, intended to know, love, and glorify Him, acting as a recipient and a conduit of His love.
And then I'll just read a little bit more that I took a photo of. So because it was just too much that it won't put it up there. And then authority over conformity. Rather than adhering to external pressures or comparisons, true success lies in being the specific person God created you to be. Actionable love. This involves embodying love as a transformative force in daily life, which can include building others up rather than trying to change them. I love this. Embrace your worth. Recognizing you are created to be loved allows you to walk in confidence, allowing God's love to fill your heart and flow out to others. Focus on becoming more like the divine and less concerned in meeting worldly standards. And she said, I also remember I heard those exact words from Mother Sophia when I met her and her energies during a hypnosis session. So they literally want me to be a powerful dragon of righteousness, to be instead. They literally want me, she says herself being a powerful dragon of righteousness, to be a Care Bear instead. Well, I submit to their love, but the fire still burns in my heart. I am a balancing being. That's a really huge shift, Laurie, Angel Laurie. That is just massive. It's almost like it's done now. It's like you don't need to do that avenging angel in the other realms anymore. It's done. And I can feel this when I'm chirping into you. I can actually feel this real softness that's sort of come through you with this permission almost for you to work. It's sounding like it's from your divine feminine heart. So it's sort of almost like you can put your sword down now and you can just bring through this love. And we are that, we've helped create ourselves. We are that. So I think this is a very, very, very powerful dream experience message that you've got. So yeah, what are you thinking there, Nick?
Well, I do believe that all paths lead to love, and not the construct that we've been sold. I think it's something yet we still really fully comprehend as well, that we'll just be it. We will just be of it, and that's all. And that WAR word, it's funny. I've just looked it up in Betty Bethard's book, and it says fighting within self, rejecting parts of self. All aspects must work in harmony: intellect, intuition, the male, female, body, mind, spirit, the need for balance and integration. And that message has come to you loud and clear, and you've actually got the answer there. We can all be in that space. It's just a case of just the brain, the mind, yes, it wants to play tricks on us and take us back to those other sides. And like you said, you've obviously played that part for many, many lifetimes. And fantastic. Well done for doing it. It's brilliant, because we need people like that in these worlds. And there are still people doing it behind the scenes, sure. But your role is not that anymore. It's clear. You're the Care Bear now.
You're the Care Bear. And I love it because, as I was feeling into your energy, I thought I'll just do some representation with some of the cards. And believe it or not, the first one, and I love that Thor was sleeping on your slippers. It's an amazing metaphor for grounding you, keeping you grounded here. And now doing this beautiful job, this beautiful expression of yourself that you've been given here. So let me just show you what came up. We got that Justice card again. So it's keeping the balance. All right. And just bringing that through. And then when we get a pentacle, page of pentacle, it's learning something new and it's doing it in small steps. So this is in your reality. This may just take it step by step. Don't expect yourself to just be able to do everything. Just be quiet about it. Just take it step by step and learn, because that's what that's going to bring for you is balance. The Two of Wands is, and look, he's holding the earth, is looking at how can I bring, what actions can I take to bring balance into my world. Beautiful Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a messenger. It's an emotional messenger. So you might find that all of a sudden you might find yourself releasing something and feeling quite teary or emotional, or your heart, you might feel this expansion and this beautiful love coming through. I feel it's going to happen quite quickly because the Eight of Wands came out then. So this is, things will come to you, but you don't have to push or force it. It's like that Eight of Wands is saying it'll be perfect divine timing as things come through for you. I would keep a journal on how you're feeling, what little messages you've had, and yeah, just with this new, that Page of Pentacles is take that step by step. Beautiful, beautiful, Angel Laurie. It's quite a big shift I'm feeling for you.
Yeah. And the fact that you take courage in doing that as well. I mean, it does take courage to go step forward, take that leap of faith. And so, even I do it every day. I say, I'm going to do something I've never done before. And here's something I've never done before. I've never gone into my tarot deck and shared it with anybody on the show. But while you were talking about that, I thought I really should pull a card. And this absolutely represents
Love it.
what I just read out. And I don't have the words that Marie has to share it, but when she was describing it, it's that contemplation of looking back, and the source is what you were saying. It's about dropping it all as well. So I have my own interpretation of a card, but that feeling, exactly how you were saying it, Marie, is what represents it here.
Yeah, that's it. And your Nine of Swords, it's like you don't have to worry. We don't have to sit in worry and fear, and especially at night, which is where you had all these amazing experiences. And it's okay. You can just let it go now because you've got your message. It's perfect. Perfect. So thank you so much, Angel Laurie. I know it's often not a great time for you for this show, but I hope you watch this afterwards and you can, just really, enjoy your new role.
Exactly. And use the slippers as your reality metaphor for reminding you that each time you go to bed, look at those slippers. What do? They give you that softness and comfort and that groundedness and that balance. It's everything that you're being offered up now. You're allowed to be
Absolutely.
that. Yeah. And they're sitting, if they're right near your bed, look at them before you go to bed and remind yourself of that and see if that changes.
Yeah, it's great to have an anchor. It's really good to have like a little anchor. People might call them a talisman or whatever, but to me, it's just helps us sometimes until until the shift and the transition has sort of fully happened. So yeah, I think that's a great idea, Nick. I love that. So Thor will remind you. So, and Thor's a beautiful husky that Angel Laurie has. Beautiful. All right. What do you reckon? I'm getting the hit for a meditation today. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. I'm just going to, so I use these beautiful chakra medication cards. They just always seem to come up at the right time, no matter what it is for everyone. So I'm just going to just check to see which one's standing out, whether it's hot, tingly, and I'm getting a really hot one here. Let's just have a look and see. Oh, wow. So this is so interesting. It's nurturing. So nurturing has come up. And look at the beautiful lioness with her bubba. And it was so funny because the inner child card actually had flipped out. And I went, oh, no, I'll just go in and do it like this way. And it's almost a similar theme, isn't it? Is that nurturing and that inner child and making sure that we've expressed, I'm so sorry, I didn't know how to do this. And to that inner child and nurture ourselves through actually acknowledging it through out loud words is what I'm getting told. So I'm so sorry that I didn't have the capacity to say what needed to be said then or to help. I do now. So, just that's what I'm feeling straight away, is nurturing ourselves. Let me read it. Let me have a look and see. So it's number 3, which will be base chakra, which is family, which is really interesting. Actually, no, this is coming through as Earth Star Chakra, which is even deeper. So this is our very connection into Earth, which is what we've been talking about with the grid lines and other realms, and exactly what Angel Laurie's just talked about, this whole new way of being. I love this. So the Earth Star Chakra, let me read a little bit about that. It's usually about, I've always been told or seen it as about 6 inches below your feet, okay? And from each foot, you can draw a silver line, and that will help you to ground in as well. So there's another little thing that we can all do to help us ground and stay earthed. So it relates to rebirth, deep connection to Mother Earth, nurturing, grounding, animal spirit guides, vitality, rejuvenation, and stability. So Earth Star Chakra, nurturing. You have called upon this card today as an invitation to create more nurturing in your life. It is easy to get caught up with the crazy hustle and bustle of the world, forgetting to take a little time for yourself to give back, nurture, and receive the gifts and fruits of your labor. The healing energy of nurturing is available to you now, and you are being encouraged to take a moment to honor yourself with this light. Something in your life is calling for some love and nurturing. You are completely deserving of this love and attention. Do those things for yourself that allow you to feel this loving essence. Take a long, relaxing bath, go for a massage, spend time with friends and loved ones. Whatever allows you to feel nurtured, make sure you do this for yourself, as it is a big part of your growth and healing at present. It is a natural state of being to nurture. However, due to fear, we have learnt to shut off and separate ourselves from the love and nurturing that surrounds us. This is so, Angel Laurie, this is so what you've just been expressing. Open yourself to the kindness in your heart and create some love in your life today. So the affirmation is, I am nurturing myself in all aspects of life, and I am open to receive this powerful, loving energy now and always. Wow. That's pretty crazy, hey? So, I've got Jazzy here too. He's saying he wants to come in on this. So let's pop Jazzy in on the picture. Hi, Jasper.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's start this. So if you're sitting down, just have your feet nice and gently flat on the floor. If you're laying down, just make sure you're in a very relaxed, comfortable position. Don't do this while you're driving. And I just want you to now just close your eyes. Take a big breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out, just let yourself drop deeper into your body. Another breath in through your nose. And this time, as you breathe out, take your awareness into that beautiful heart space, wherever it feels comfortable for you. The heart space, the heart chakra, is where everything is released from and where love can actually expand from. See, sense, or feel a consciousness of white light beginning to birth from deep within your heart. Allow this white light to expand and gently ripple through the heart space, clearing away any doubts, anything that's not of love. And as it expands through your whole body and your being, every cell begins to vibrate and resonate with this white light consciousness. It expands into your energy field, releasing any cords, hooks, or ties that no longer serve you. You start to feel a real sense of peace and calm coming through for you. And now have the intention of being really truly connected into your higher self, your divine wisdom and aspect. And as this happens, you feel your crown chakra beginning to open, opening up to more and more source that you already are. Let it pour through and channel through you. And as this beautiful pillar of light comes through you, feel it, see it, or know that it goes down into your Earth Star chakra. And as this light pours through your Earth Star chakra, you realize that there are light grid lines that are underneath you. You connect into these earth grid lines. Feel the energy If there's any colors, notice the color or patterns. And consciously in your mind's eye, say, I am now connected fully into the earth's grid lines, energetic grid lines. And as the energy pours through you into the grid lines at the same time, this beautiful Gaia earth grid line energy comes up through your earth star chakra, filling it up. Feel the tingling in your feet. Notice your awareness of this earth plane. Where is it taking you? Are you somewhere different consciously? What does it look like? What are you experiencing? And then that beautiful earth gridline energy continues to come up through you, through your body, your energy field, through your chakra system, all the way up through the base, the navel, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and into the crown chakra where it merges with source light energy until there is a steady flow from both source, the heavens, the cosmos, and the earth grid lines. Feel your meridians, feel your whole being vibrating with this beautiful, powerful, divine light in both Gaia and the cosmos. And just know this is who you are. This is your birthright here as a divine human on earth. And just send love and gratitude and thanks to Gaia, to Mother Earth, for nurturing us, for caring for us, and for knowing who we are. And if any minerals, etheric substances, and replenishment is needed, this now comes through to you. And just know you can have this energy connection in just a moment with your intention. And when you're ready to gently, gently, gently start coming back, just thank yourself. Thank your divine presence that you are for this amazing experience here on earth. Wriggle your toes, focus on your breath, and gently come back into the here and now by opening your eyes. Okay, so that was so beautiful. And for anyone that's watching this afterwards, I run energy through the meditation. You will still get that, absolutely get that hit of energy that's coming through. So how'd you go, Miss Nick, with our beautiful Earth Star nurturing?
Well, I must have needed it because the dream I had the other night was I had a battery on my phone that was down to 2%. Well, I was trying to desperately make a call and I was thinking, oh, I'm just wasting battery power. And I thought, no, look, don't worry about it. And then I stepped out of it and I went, I just trust it. But what a message I got was just about remembering to recharge, because if we don't recharge, we lose our connection. And so
Correct.
your meditation.
So well said. Yeah.
It took me from, I had the vortex of light just running all the way down that column before you even got to it. And then it's like this, it's not like this. It's like this. It's not even a straight line in our body. And so this and the connection up here, it was a bed of like a white light, cloud light. And my feet and my body and everything, my physicality was embedded into it. You know, like when you're walking and little fractals of light just scatter out from your feet. And it was just caressing and holding me while I was being this body on earth as well. And it felt more like it was contained and supported, as opposed to being, it's there and it's down in here.
Yep. It becomes one, because that's what we are, you know. And the more we're moving from this carbon-based body and the earth's shifting too through into more crystalline energy and grid lines, we are as well. So we are supported and nurtured. You know, you think about a crystal and, you know, it's just beautiful, isn't it? It's within its own being, and yet it's complete light and frequency. So I love that description. So if anyone else wants to share what they experienced or just share, would be just really lovely before we leave. We've just got about 30 seconds or so. So yeah, pop it up if you want to. But it's been so lovely as always, reconnecting with our gorgeous dream family. And so this is interesting. So Kim's popped up.
I could feel soil holding me up. Yeah.
Isn't it amazing? Yep. And remember, soil, earth, that earth, physical earth, has its own consciousness. The grid lines run through it.
Yeah.
So that's really beautiful. Thanks, Kim.
And as you said, Marie, we get to experience this physical world. It is amazing. Earth is an amazing place. So we got to embrace it.
Yeah, totally. So make the most of it. Pick out the joy. Find the joy. Be the joy. So, yeah. So thank you, everyone. And I will see you tomorrow on Elisa's show. Otherwise, we're back with Nick again next week. Have an amazing week. And remember to have that intention of the highest, what is it? The highest potential for other realms before we go to bed. Yeah. So, yeah, I love it. So, and Kathy felt supported and grounded. Yeah, it's the whole idea. So that's perfect. All right. Lots of love.
Bye.